Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Upkick MMA episode 425. I am Brendan. UFC Fight Night Paris prelims. All right, this is going to be Ivan Cutelaba versus Ivan Erslan or Ivan Erslan. I think it's Ivan. Either way, him. We're going to break down all the fights on the prelims. We're going to go through them round by round. If you like this kind of thing, subscribe to the channel. That way you know this video is coming out, and I'd appreciate it. And if you find yourself liking this video, hit the like button. Real quick, at the top, I've been trying to do this. Sometimes I forget. Pretty good prelims. I think they are... These are worth your time. Go through and watch these. All right? Normally, I kind of hedge my bets and say, well, if you're a more hardcore fan... No. Just go watch these fights. They're fun, right? Throw them on in the background, sure, but I would watch these. Just go through and watch them. They've happened already relatively early in the day. You still got time tonight to go watch them. Go watch them. They're really good. All right, let's get into the breakdowns. Ivan Cutelaba taking on Ivan Erslan. Both of these guys looked coiled up and ready to throw crazy heat, both landing some good shots early. Cutelaba landing a right hand that appears to stagger Erslan. It's hard to know. Cutelaba shelling up after a few right hands and land the big lead hook counter as he's winding up with the right. Cutelaba countering the jab with big right hand through the guard, and Erslan stumbled yet again. Cutelaba getting the low single, Erslan grabbing the fence to slow it down and ultimately stops the takedown. Nice fence grab there, no warning. Cutelaba doing the damage in this round. So if you look at the striking numbers here, they went 24-18 in favor of Erslan, but I feel like the damage went to Cutelaba. Now, total strikes were closer, 25-22. Maybe that's what I was counting. Either way, I feel like he did more damage. Man, these lights are really, really bright today. Something's up. Anyway, doesn't matter. Second round. So I have him up, Cutelaba up 10-9. Cutelaba going with the inside low kick to set up that right hand and using the jab now, keeping the pressure on Erslan, trying to wind up and finds a mark with that right hand. And Cutelaba plays possum. If you know what he did before, he's done this before. It's really funny. And he even laughs about it afterwards. Cutelaba getting the better of the exchanges, so Erslan finds a moment to get the clinch, but nothing with it. Doesn't do anything with it. Cutelaba goes double, then the leg lift, and uses it to kick out the back leg. Beautiful takedown. Cutelaba gets a nice double leg, but gets swept and then ends a round off his back. Still his round. I have him up 20-18. Looking at the striking numbers here, 24-14 in favor of Cutelaba. You're looking at the control time, minute 26 seconds. So clearly Cutelaba's round. There's no way you can give this round to Erslan. If you want to give that first round to Erslan, that's maybe we could have a discussion. Last round. Cutelaba fails on a takedown, ends up on bottom, finally back up with 60 seconds left, and then ends the round on top. He should win this fight 29-20. Obviously, this last round went to Erslan. He had, 3 minutes and 53 seconds of control time. Not a lot of strikes happened here. If you want to be a real stickler, do you think those 3 strikes from Cutelaba did so much damage? I don't think so. And then after the fight, even though the decision went in favor of Cutelaba, Ivan sounds like Ivan, so maybe he misheard it, but he thought he won this fight. If you look at the scorecards here, Damian Glusky gave the first and last round to Erslan. Maybe Anders Olsen and Clemens Warner both gave it to first 2 rounds of Cutelaba. That's how I saw it. That makes sense to me. If you guys scored it the other way, I could buy it, but I'm still going to say French favoritism if you say that, because whenever you have a close round like that, I explained this in the main card breakdown, you're going to get some, it's not fan interference, but when the fans are rooting for a fighter, right, and they have favoritism towards one guy, obviously, they're going to cheer more when he does anything. So it's a human thing. You hear people cheering and you think, oh, that must have done something, even though you might not consciously think that. All right. Dawu Jung versus Oumar C. This had potential to be real fun, but it ended up being a lot of running. C going with a ton of low kicks and Jung checking them a couple times. C starts to... What? Anyway. C starts to unload and Jung catches him with a left hand. So C has to go for the takedown. They get back up and they separate with a minute and 55 left. C really wants a takedown again, but Jung prevents it. And let's see if I was like, let's see if C gets tired. right? Because that's going to be the thing, either in this round or the next. Huge right hand from Jung finds a mark. C back to just staying safe and low kicking. The two best shots were from Jung in this round. I will bet my house that they did more damage than C did. Or with those two shots, I don't think anything C landed did as much damage as those two. That being said, C landed enough overall damage. I think the striking differential was high enough. I gave him this first round. He did outland him 23-14. Close, but again, C should win this round, 10-9. Second round, C looking to duck under the big right hand from Jung, but can't get the takedown or the clinch. Jung countering that low kick with a right hand, keeping C on his bike. C was warned about his fingers like 10 times. 60 seconds left. Big shot. Any big shot would win this round, and then C starts to come on near the end of the round. He did outpoint him before that, but then he was really he really put it on him in the end of the round. 43-8 for striking numbers. Clearly his round. 20-18. Point fighting in the last round until Jung goes takedown, but gets clinched up and ends on bottom. 24-7 in favor of C. Not a lot going on in this round. Curious as a score. Oh yeah, all three judges gave it 30-27. That's how I scored it. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Makes sense. All right. Ludovit Klein taking on Roosevelt Roberts. This one, again, there was potential in this one too. It ended up being a good fight. It was fun to watch. I liked it. I was hoping more out of Roberts just because I figure he has so many skills. And I've seen moments of brilliance from him. It's just about putting it all together on the night. Klein makes all of your entries so dangerous. Roberts really needs to enter and exit with his guard up, otherwise he's going to get caught. Both guys so far, really good defense early in the round. Back and forth attacks. Klein's kicks seem to be the hardest strikes so far. Roberts landing a head kick as Klein enters seems to hurt him, but then they clinch and Klein recovers. So this was a close round overall. If you look at the striking numbers here, Klein did outstrike him 18-12, but that head kick could have made the difference. The problem is Klein immediately clinched afterwards. There was no way to know how bad he was hurt. There was no visual representation of how bad he was hurt. So I gave this first round to Klein, right? Because I can't say how bad. Maybe he wasn't hurt at all. There's just no way to know. Klein catches a kick and kicks that leg out, gets on top, and that's the whole round, right? 4 minutes and 40 seconds of control time. Clearly his round, not a lot of striking, 9-1, right? Last round, Klein keeping those leg kicks and stopping Roberts from getting into range. Klein getting the takedown, back up with 2:10 left, back up, then down with 60 seconds left, and that's pretty much the whole fight. So lots of control time for Klein, not the most exciting round, but the first round had its moments. 18-11 for striking numbers in favor of Klein this last round. I had him winning 30-27. Look at that. Right? Ludovit Dundin gave all three rounds to Klein. That's how I scored it. That's fine. Anders Olsen and Clemens Werner gave some credit to that head kick. They must have, because they gave that first round to Roberts. Close. Like I said, that first round was close, and had Roberts done anything else in the second or third round, maybe we could have a discussion. He just didn't, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Taylor Lapilus versus Vince Morales. All right. This fight was a lot of striking on the feet, but a lot of feeling out, a lot of proper. Lapilus just looked like he was better at everything on the feet. He just did. He was able to control everything he wanted, land when he wanted to, didn't get hit that much. Morales kept the kicks out there. Lapilus lining up that left hand. Morales just not able to land flush. Lapilus finding the mark with the knees up the middle, the kicks to the body, the jab, the left hand, everything he wanted. I had him up 10-9. He was even throwing way more, 81-45 for strikes thrown in this first round in favor of Lapilus, and outstruck him 35-11. It's not even close. Second round, clash of heads in the clinch, cuts Morales. He's still not able to land or get anything going in this round. Morales only found success in the takedown attempts that led to the clinch. Just no damage, right? 30-16 for striking numbers in favor of Lapilus. He was just way better, right? 20-18 going in the third round. Finally, Morales able to land some damage in a sloppy brawl in the middle, but when it's clean, Lapilus just is so much better at slipping and landing. Morales finally able to get a takedown, can't do anything with it. He was outstruck here 29-12, 30-27. All three judges saw it the exact same way. That is a clean fight if I'd ever seen one. Good. It was a fun fight to watch. There was nothing wrong with it, even though it was a clean sweep. It's just one of those things where you look at these guys and you can just tell one of them is on a different level. That's what it was. One guy was just way better than the other. Ailin Perez, twerking on her face, man. We'll talk about that. We don't really need to break down too much. She did miss weight, which is not cool. Missed it by half a pound. I know you can. For those of you guys who've never cut weight, let me just throw this disclaimer out there. Half a pound is a lot. If you miss it by 0.1, maybe we can have a discussion. But half a pound, you already get a 1 pound weight allowance, right? At 135, you can weigh in at 136. So half a pound is really, you're missing weight by 1.5 pounds if you want to get, super technical, like during a title fight or something. But more on the half a pound. The last couple pounds to cut feel like 1,000,000 pounds. They feel like they never come off. It sucks. It hurts. You don't want to do it anymore. Go watch weight cutting videos. Go watch Chris Cyborg cutting weight. Go watch anybody cutting weight in those videos, and you tell me it looks like a pleasant experience. So, if someone does do that, and then the other person either does it and can't figure it out, or they just quit doing it and they choose not to cut any more weight, it's still a weight miss, guys. You can't just dismiss it just because it's a half a pound or whatever. I mean, like, oh, she was on short notice, or oh, it was half a pound, or oh, maybe she was hurt. I don't care. A weight miss is a weight miss, and because of that, like, it gets recorded. Like, there should be an asterisk on every single one of these fights. Every fight that you win, or lose for that matter, with a weight miss, should have an asterisk next to it. Anyway, most of the round was a feeling out, with Perez finally able to get the takedown. They get up and then back down. Then she stays on top. Perez gets the arm triangle finish from half guard. Really good squeeze from her. Bad defense by, I didn't even say who it was. Darya Zheleznyakova. Sorry, I didn't say her name at the top of this. I apologize. Anyway, and then she gets up and twerks in her face, and Zheleznyakova moves. Like, she stands up and moves, and then she keeps twerking. She moves where she's twerking and twerks in his face some more. I get it. It's a little odd to see that kind of stuff. I mean, I put it in the thumbnail because it's funny, but I don't know how I feel about it. But anyway, yeah, you know what I mean? You miss weight and you get a win, asterisk. It is what it is. You put enough of those together, you get kicked out of the division, or you get kicked out of the UFC. We can't have you missing weight. I say we like I'm a part of that shit, but what I mean is, like, you can't be missing weight all the time. Victor Altamirano versus Daniel Barez. It's spelled Barez, but as Michael Bisping so eloquently put it, he's from Spain, so just like Ibiza, it's Barez. Altamirano wide stance, bouncing in and out. Altamirano back, like, he gets taken down. He gets back up with 255 left. Barez landed a huge right hand, put him down to get him down there. Altamirano keeping his hands low and going with the kicks as he circles the outside. Competitive round outside of that knockdown. Like, Barez still outlanded him here 22-15. That being said, Altamirano did a really good job after that knockdown. Okay. Second round, carbon copy of the first round. Barez moving forward, really trying to find that right hand, and Altamirano varying up the attacks. The left kick from Altamirano is landing to the arms and sometimes going through. Barez landing that right hand to the body, but up top, he just keeps missing with it, and Altamirano's doing a good job avoiding. Altamirano is off balance twice. That could cost him this round if they scored as knockdowns. I don't think they were knockdowns. They looked like legitimate trips. It's just hard to tell from their angle what they saw. God dang it. I had Altamirano winning this round. I thought he landed more damage. I thought he did better with his strikes. He was backing up, but apparently he did get outlanded here 24-21. That's close enough in my book to think that he, with his strikes that he landed, I thought he did more damage. I felt like he landed more when I was watching it. So obviously I'm wrong there as long as these numbers are accurate. I had it 19-19. Third round, Altamirano landing a spinning back fist, and Barez is a little wobbly, and Altamirano is now moving forward. First time in the fight he's moving forward consistently. Looks like, Barez's nose got fucked up. Broken, just moved over to the side. Broken bad. Barez is, he points to the mat with 10 seconds left and goes crazy, landing a left hand, dropping Altamirano. Here's the thing. This last round, I thought it was made close by that knockdown, but clearly Altamirano won it, right? 35-21. Yes, he did get knocked down in that last little bit, but he fucked up Barez's nose, fucked up his face, hit him hard with stuff, made him stagger, right? He did plenty of damage to outweigh that stuff. And I had Altamirano winning 29-28. Let's look at the scorecards real quick. All three judges gave the first 2 rounds to Barez. I understand that. That makes sense. Looking at the striking numbers, I could be wrong, right? I just thought for Altamirano in that second round. That being said, like it seemed like everybody thought Barez won that. Anyway, the commentary team mentions how, oh man, that last little flurry at the end of the fight really won him. Last little flurry at the end of the third round really won him that fight. Nope, he lost the last round. So try again. Yeah, that's not how that works. I know in the moment you think you're saying something intelligent, but I cannot stand when people say like, man, he did so much damage in that last round. He really won that one. What about the first 2 rounds? Did he win those? Like, there's a difference between who did more damage throughout the entire fight and who did more damage in each round. If you win, if you lose the first 2 rounds 10-9 and then beat the shit out of somebody in the third round, unless someone scores it a 10-8, you still lost the fight, man. Like, that's just the way we work. This is the way the scorings. You can disagree with it, but that's the scoring system that we have. Jacqueline Cavalcanti versus Nora Cornolle. Cornolle having issues trying to find effective range, being backed up. Cornolle ducks under and gets to the back body lock, and then the clinch work and taken down into mount, gets reversed, back up. Man, a lot of fun grappling there. Cornolle looks labored already, and Cavalcanti keeps her on the defensive. Clearly a 10-9 round for her, right? Cornolle outlanded her 16-11. Wait, hold on. Cornolle outlanded her? Where were those strikes? To the body or the legs or something? Am I thinking? No way. Wow, that is not how I saw it. I thought Cavalcanti way outlanded her. I'm wrong. I guess Cornolle outlanded her. Weird. Second round, Cornolle is tried the high lead kick a few times. Just it could be nasty if it lands. She just never really landed it flush. Cavalcanti landing a beautiful right hand and another one, dropping Cornolle and staying on her, clinching the rest of the round. Cavalcanti taking the second round. So she got outstruck here again, 17-13. But Cavalcanti obviously did more damage in this round. I had her up 20-18, but if you gave that first round to Cornolle, it's 19-19. Last round, Cornolle is trying all kinds of techniques, but none of them are giving her space. Every single time she throws something, Cavalcanti just stays in her face, landing cleaner shots, staying basic, and it's working. Cornolle just not able to be effective. She got outstruck here 30-21. I had her up 30-27. Here's the thing. Let's go look at the scorecards here, because one of the judges actually gave it to Cornolle. Let's see who did it. Saul D'Amato and Anders Olsen both saw it. What I would consider, basically looking at those numbers, they saw it correct. I can't believe I didn't see it that way. Maybe I was swayed by the commentary or something. Cornolle could have won that first round. In fact, she probably did. That's fine. I'm sorry. I just saw it wrong. It's weird. But Cavalcanti clearly won the second round and clearly won the third round. Those were not. The third round was even more significant because she outstruck her, actually, that round. Second round, she got outstruck, but she outdamaged her. Mongi Zatuni gave the last round to Cornolle. That's wrong. That's wrong. He's wrong. Don't know what that was. That's wrong. Is she? I don't think she was even French. Maybe she's just a local favorite. Good grief. Bad scorecard. Holy moly, this video got long. All right, real quick. Chris Duncan versus Bolaji Oki. All right. Duncan trying the low kicks and Oki countering over the top. Oki doing a great job using his jab to set up that right hand. Oki is swinging away, landing hard. Duncan staying in the fire and throwing back. Fun fight to watch. Oki goes for a trip and gets stuck in a tight guillotine. deep on the neck, but Duncan can't get it, which is what I thought. And then he lets go of the guillotine. Oki doesn't move. He was asleep. The ref didn't see it and told them to continue, told him to keep fighting. Duncan had to tell the ref that he was out. He's pointing at him. He's like, he's out. He's out. That was crazy. I've never seen that before. That was really weird. Not from that guillotine position. I've never seen that situation happen. That was really strange. But that could have been fucked up if Duncan didn't say anything, right? If Duncan doesn't say anything and continues to kind of fight and like hand fight and do things, and then Oki manages to wake up, right, and the fight continues, that's horrible. That's horrible because now you're in a situation that never should have occurred. That's like, I'm glad that Duncan stopped and said something and got the win there. That was crazy. I've never seen that before. All right, no more lollygagging. We're gonna call it on that. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching this stuff. I appreciate y'all. If you like this kind of thing, subscribe to the channel. Let me know when the next video is coming out. If you like the video, hit the like button. So I do appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Love y'all. Peace.